All right. Happy birthday, babe. This is a video that we all made for you, everybody. When I think of my wife, I think of a strong, independent woman. When we were younger, you were still strong. Now that we're married for years and years, you're strong. You're the rock of this family. Not only our family, but your family as well.
When I think of my mom, I think of unconditional love and support, strength, beauty, and my hero.
When I think of mom, I think about what it's like to really have a mom. Growing up, I never had my mom around, but it was never like a void in my life. Mom, you helped me take that pain away by being the woman you didn't have to be, by taking me in and making me feel like your own. And you didn't even have to do that because I wasn't yours. But growing up, you never made me feel like just because I didn't come from you, I wasn't yours. Like, just because I didn't come from you, I didn't get the same advantage as my sisters or my brother. Growing up, you made me feel like that's all I ever knew. You always helped me remember that no matter what, you would never let me down. You would never leave me. And I thank you for that, because you didn't have to do that. You didn't have to take me in, I guess. Growing up, I couldn't have asked for a better life. Everything was so perfect. You and Dad were together, and me and Samantha were the best sisters. Like, we did everything. Anything that we wanted, we got. You did everything. You went to our school functions, like, put us in sports. You were there. Like, I can't remember a time where they were like, oh, where are your parents? Because you were always there. Even though Dad worked, you never let us down. You always showed up. You always made sure that we were like the best at everything. You've always pushed us to do anything that we thought we could never do. Like, any doubt, you always made sure that you took all that doubt away, that you made sure to help us remember that no matter what it took, we would do it. We could do it. And there's a lot of kids out there that don't have that opportunity with their parents, and I thank you for that. Growing up, I know I've, sprouted out into my own way, but I always remember everything that you've ever told me, everything that you've taught me. I think that the only reason I am the woman I am today is because of you, because even though we've had different opinions into whatever it was that I chose, you've always made sure that no matter what, I could be the best woman ever, and I thank you for that. I thank you for never giving up on me. I thank you for always having the patience that you have, and no matter what, just making sure that to this day, as a grown woman, that I have everything that it takes.
They say that the closest thing to God's love is your mother's love, and I think that that's very true. Growing up, I know I wasn't always the easiest child to handle, and I got into trouble a lot, and you always made it really clear that no matter what I was doing and no matter what I was getting myself into, that you were going to be there, and you never told me you were disappointed in me, and that's something that I kept really close, because you had every single chance to. So when I think of you, I think of someone who's supportive, someone who will never leave my side no matter what I'm going through or whatever sticky situation I put myself in.
Hey, Mom. When I think of my mom, I think of just a strong person who takes care of her family before anyone else, and just someone who cares about everyone and makes sure everyone's okay before she makes sure herself's okay. and also someone who makes it very clear that her son's her favorite child.
Well, when I think of Thea Odette, there are a few words that come to mind to describe her, like a bully, someone who's very mean to me, someone who's very strong, both emotionally and physically, as she can lift a car. But most of all, I think she's someone who's very kind and caring and puts others before her. And I think that's something that all of us can admire about her, is how much of a big heart she has and how willing she is to put others before her.
When I think of my sister, I think of someone who's very kind, generous, and always placing others in front of herself.
So, what do I think when I think of my sister-in-law, Odette? I think she's a strong woman with a big heart, and I love her very much.
Hey, happy birthday, big sis. I just want to let you know how special you are to all of us, and that thanks for being the best sister, mother, and aunt that you could be.
Okay, so when I think of Odette, in all honesty, I think of bossy. Odette's always been the type to kind of just take the reins on everything, even when you don't ask her to. Like even right now, I could hear her in my head. Gosh, Lynette, you could have brushed your hair. You could have put on a different shirt. You should have put on makeup. But that's just Odette. And I think most of the time, it's weird because you can always hear your parents in your head, but I have like 3 people in my head. I have Dad, who I hear perfectly clear. And then I hear Mom and Odette, and it's kind of hard to tell the difference between the two sometimes. But I can honestly say that she's probably the strongest one in the family, and I don't know if she fully gets that sometimes, because I think she tries to think that she has to take on that role, and you don't. I mean, there's 6 of us, we're all here, but I can deeply appreciate the fact that you're willing to take on so much.
So when I think of Odette, a lot of, I guess, childhood memories come to mind. I remember running home from J.D. Parks to Twin Oaks. This was before they had sidewalks, so we would hold hands running home in the rain. We would hold hands so that neither one of us would fall in the ditch, and those ditches were pretty deep. I remember, hot chocolate at night with Wella's baby donuts, and we would get the giggles for hours, and we would get told to go to bed, and we would just laugh, and Dad would call out from the other room, for us to settle down and be quiet. But of course we were laughing under the covers because, toasting to President Reagan was pretty funny at the time. I don't even know if President Reagan was president, but it was hilarious, and we still joke about it now. I mean, every memory I have, I think, has Odette in it. I mean, I don't remember anything without her being there, or, being my backbone through most of it. So, there's no me without you.
Happy birthday, and I love you, and many, many more.
Happy birthday, Mom. I hope you have a wonderful day.
Happy birthday, Mom. I love you.
Love you, Mom. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Thea. Love you.
I love you too, Odette. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Here we go, 114.